Welcome to the Beyond UPSC series by Vishnu IAS Academy. Why did you decide to stay in this field?
I was rightly influenced by my prevailing background.
You have a very tragic story behind you. You know, we grew up listening to songs, Yerrajande Niyalo. How it affected you as an individual?
I come from a Sripatpalli village. It is an Naxal affected district under Niti Aayog. The bus which would enter into the village, it is no guarantee that again it will be returning safely.
As a businessman, you tell me, like this is a very competitive industry. So what made you think in this competitive industry you can make it?
Vidisha, I will correct you. I'm not a businessman, I'm a faculty first of all. I started my journey, I exhausted my attempts in 2014. I want to have unlimited freedom, mainly in guiding the students.
Welcome to the Beyond UPSC series by Vishnu IAS Academy. This is an initiative for all the government job aspirants of India to bring them together as a community and also present to you the untold stories of preparation life. Today, here with us, as my first guest, there is the head, the director, the founder of Vishnu IAS Academy. Now, without any further ado, let me introduce you. Mr. Vishnu Vardhan Garu, welcome to our show.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Vidisha. I'm very happy to be part of this particular program.
Thank you, sir. So, I myself have been in this industry for many years, but when I met Vishnu sir, I never saw someone as grounded and as humble as you are. First time it's happening, I'll again address this point later. So that itself told me that you have a very tragic story behind you. I want to know about your origins, the roots that shaped you.
Sure, Vidisha. First of all, again, very thank you for your warm introduction. As you told my humble introduction, it's because of my humble origins. I come from a village which is ridden by poverty, Naxalism in 1990s, unemployment, crime. From that particular background I come from, and my village is Sripatpalli, erstwhile Warangal district, now it is part of Jangam district. So this is my origins.
I have grown up in a city. For us, for a typical Telugu youth, Naxalism is introduced as a heroic concept, for the lack of a better term. It's not that I'm calling anything heroic. You know, we grew up listening to songs, Yerrajande Niyalo, and dancing to them. So, could you tell us more about how it affected you as an individual?
A very good question, Vidisha. As I told you, I come from a Sripatpalli village. It is an Naxal affected district under Niti Aayog. There were 122 districts which have been identified, and one of our district is the same. The bus which would enter into the village, it is no guarantee that again it will be returning safely. So they would burn it. The children and the women who were been inside the bus, they were been brutally burnt. This was a situation which were been prevailing in 1990s. So this was my background. So I used to study in the government school. Up to second class I studied there. So what happened, the teachers would not come. It's not because they don't want to attend it. It's because of the fear of the Naxalites. It is a reality. Buses would not be there. The journey was very horrible. Because of all these things, they would not attend the classes. So without teachers, I could not continue. And in the process of my parents being the migrant laborers, we went from Sripatpalli village of Jangam district today towards Mancherial of today's Telangana state, whereby they used to work like migrant laborer. And there I started my education. From there, I did in my Carmel Convent High School. Then various other schools and colleges I studied, and I am today like this.
I'm very happy you could come out of this, sir. I want the viewers to know that sir did not just finish his education. He's just saying I finished my education. Sir did BTech, MTech, LLB, LLM and MA in anthropology. It's a huge achievement for someone studying in a Naxal affected area with no basic facilities to this stage. We are really happy. Now my question is, you know, you had such a hard childhood. today's youth especially, what they're doing is that for silly reasons, especially in Telugu states, silly reasons, ఏదో breakup అని లేకపోతే ఏదో exam అవ్వలేదు అని, or we see near our in Ashok Nagar tea stalls also we see cigarette లేకుండా ఎవరు చాయ్ తాగరు. సో స్టఫ్ లైక్ దాట్, డ్రగ్స్, గాంజా అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ చాలా ఈజీగా దొరుకుతుంది. సో చిన్న చిన్న రీజన్స్ కే పీపుల్ ఆర్ స్టార్టింగ్ ఆల్ దిస్ వితౌట్ నో సెల్ఫ్ ఎస్టీమ్. ఐ వాంట్ టు నో, లైక్, యూ హ్యావ్ సీన్ సో మచ్, హౌ డిడ్ యూ అవాయిడ్ సచ్ సిచ్యువేషన్?
Very good question, Vidisha. As you told, I was also been influenced by the smoking, the alcohol. People came near me. They forced me. I was also vulnerable. In that situation, I have to thank UPSC. Because of UPSC, I was been controlled. I restrained myself. Right now, how I am like this because of UPSC. And mainly it is nowadays the availability of this drugs or etc. See, it became a story of fashion. It became a habit. It became a natural thing. It became a social habit. Obviously, it should be avoided. So I avoided it because of the UPSC. One thing I can tell you, if UPSC gave anything to me rather than the faculty or anything, it was the good habits, it was a good behavior, it was good way of living I got to the UPSC. But I was influenced. At one point of time, I used to smoke. I should not tell on the camera, but I used to smoke, but I controlled it only because of UPSC. Why? Because unnecessarily 2-3 hours used to go for smoking. So I stopped it for UPSC.
I'm happy UPSC transformed your life also. Again, for the viewers, I really wanted to learn something. I see in Ashok Nagar and OR and even in Bangalore, there is a heavy drug culture. We are strictly urging you, requesting you to stop it. Now, coming back to you, sir, you are clearly a very smart guy. So you have many options now. You could have gone back to IT instead of starting an institute from scratch, done a software job. Why did you decide to stay in this field?
Yes, Vidisha, I was rightly influenced by my prevailing background of Naxalism, crime in my district. So I thought that if I get any power, I can use my skills for the removal of those anti-social elements. So for everyone, first choice is IAS. For me, my first choice was IPS. Every young boy who aspires to become an IPS. So my choice was also IPS. In my DAF also, in the 3 times when I went to interview, my first choice was IPS itself. So I want to remove this anti-social elements. Then what happened? I went to UPSC interview 3 times, as I told you before. Then I could not clear this examination. Then I thought that I need to do something to the UPSC industry, UPSC field. So I stick to UPSC.
Clearly, the decision has been a blessing to aspirants like us. So, thank you, sir. Now, talking about UPSC industry, it's another question also I have. As a businessman, you tell me, like, this is a very competitive industry. There are giants in UPSC industry who are having a market since decades. So, what made you think you can establish an institute in the first place? Success is a different story. No one can actually predict you'll be successful or not. So what made you think in this competitive industry you can make it?
Vidisha, I will correct you. I'm not a businessman, I'm a faculty first of all.
Sorry.
I started my journey. I exhausted my attempts in 2014. From then I am teaching the classes. I taught at various academies at Bangalore, Hyderabad, Trivandrum, Delhi, online, Byju's, etc. etc. Nearly 20 platforms I taught classes. I was a well-established faculty. But what happened? Something was missing. That is, when I'm working as a faculty, I was just limited to a faculty, like a teacher. I used to teach the class and I used to go. I used to teach the class, I used to go. In few academies, I was not allowed to share my phone number also. My freedom was been restricted. Why I am saying so, I want to have unlimited freedom, mainly in guiding the students. So in COVID times, a few students approached me and asked me, sir, this is COVID time, sir, there is no offline academies available, can you please guide us? Then I understood that I need to provide something more, which is more precious, which is more valuable, which really does. So I started mentoring in COVID times. At that time only, I established the Vishnu IAS Academy, not as a full-fledged academy, not as a full-fledged institute, as a mentorship program, one-on-one mentorship program. For example, how we are talking now, in the same way I will be guiding my students how to write the answer, how to improve the answer, how to prepare for prelims examination, what are the topics which are expected in the examination. If they are failed, I used to guide them with the proper motivational stories, so that every time I used to be behind them. One of the successful story which I am forced to tell and happy to tell is about Sankirt. He is a 2019 ranker. He got 325 rank. He is an IPS officer of Telangana cadre, my first own mentorship program student. That day I felt very happy that yes, I didn't reach, I didn't achieve, but my students are achieving. Then I thought it should be like an institutionalized way. Then I came up in 2020 with an Vishnu IAS Academy, mainly focusing on one-on-one mentorships, and we are doing the same. And we got nearly 104 ranks, not only in the civil services platform, in also Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission, Telangana Public Service Commission, mainly focusing on Group 1. So these results motivated me. The results gave me strength to do more better.
Great, the results speak for himself. I don't have to give a separate introduction here. Now let's talk about students. Viewers, like I've been in all UPSC circles. Founders literally roam in Audi cars today. I'm not even kidding. I think everyone can connect with me here. But Vishnu sir, he roams in an Activa, like on an Activa, and you can find him near the tea stalls. Like randomly, he goes and he starts talking to students. Like, why are you so connected with it? Like, what is the motive? Because you clearly have a lot of work in the institute. We are seeing you're here all day. You need to manage a lot of things, but still you roam in an Activa. You stop at tea stalls and everything. What drives the connection with you and students?
I don't know when you noticed it, but it is true. Yes, I roam in Activa. I wear chappal, means I be very simple. Not only in the UPSC circle, if I go to my village also, people ask, my father, his friends ask him, why he is so simple, he is having so much, no, he can show it, no. It's because my background. It's because UPSC I tried a lot. I missed UPSC. So everything I kept, my heart, my soul for the preparation of UPSC. I missed it. So I need to do something big. So money is not a big thing. UPSC is a big thing. So by producing the ranks, I feel very happy. That is the biggest thing. Not only that, I buy vegetables at the nearby bandis. I eat tiffin. Means normally, very, very casually. So few times students also ask me, sir, you can, as you told, you can buy Benz car, no sir, why you go by walk and all. So, the show off, it's not me. That is the main reason.
You give many advices near the tea stalls while having tea and Osmania biscuits. Can you give us one advice for our viewers? At least tell us at what mindset do we need to have in order to ace these examinations?
True, Vidisha, I will tell you one advice, which is consistency. Any industry, any field, if you want success, we need to be consistent. For example, I will tell you, if anyone want to enter into movie field without any background, if that person catch a gate and stay in front of the studio for a long, nearly 20 days, 30 days, 40 days, one or the other person from the movie industry will watch him. Who is that person? I am seeing him since last 30 days sitting at that particular gate. No sir, he is a person who is aspiring for a role. Okay, please call him. So the person called him mainly because of his consistency, his consistent effort. This is the story of Jagapati Babu. In the same line, I want to tell you, it can be UPSC or any field. When you are strong, determined, committed with that, if you are consistent, 100% anything will bow down before you and you will get the success. Consistency is the only mantra to get success.
Great to know that. Now that we got to know your life, your journey briefly, can you tell me like what vision do you see for Vishnu IAS Academy in particular and the UPSC community at large?
True, Vidisha. I see that I want to reach across India. I want to reach underprivileged sections of the society. I want everyone should get the fruits of education, mainly which are unavailable, unaffordable, unaccessible, like civil services of state public service commissions or central public service commission, whereby it is only of elites, it's only of rich, it is only of socially high people. In order to make this unavailable fruit to everyone, I want to reach everyone. I want to see the people preparing for the government jobs and cracking the government jobs, not only government jobs, in higher positions because of me, without compromising the quality is my long-term vision.
Thank you so much, sir. I sincerely hope you achieve your goal. So this is it. This is the first episode of Beyond UPSC. We are going to come up with more guests on our show to tell you the unheard stories of preparation in life. Stay tuned to our channel.